welcome to the channel, and we've just been over to France and I've got some footage with some privacy issues, so I won't be able to put it up right away, but once I've sorted out the new edit, we should have some, hopefully fingers crossed, some French electrics on there. The job was just, well, I was on holiday and I put up some floodlights, but we had to look at the French consumer unit and various other little interesting bits. So some MCBs, dual 2-pole MCs they use, and just things are a little bit different. A lot of Copex and Sing used instead of Twin and Earth, and so that should be going up in a week or soon. So as soon as I finish the re-edit of it. But we got some privacy issues with that, so we needed to make a few adjustments. But hopefully that'll be going up soon. When we get back to England, we've got a second fix at East Ham Road, and the EICR at that big commercial deco place, which I still haven't got a quote out for yet, so hopefully he's not going to bust a gut when I quote him £1,000 for that EICR. Thanks for tuning in, hit subscribe, and I'll see you back there. From the alarm bell, they've got SY cable going into the bell itself from a cast whisker box with a gunk plastered all around it, some kind of self-amalgamating compound and material. Where cables lead through the bulkheads, they all tend to be SY cable. And this one is joined in a heat shrink wrap to a speaker cable. I had wanted to get into some, well, at least Bruges Church, to show you how they'd gone from the nave and into the aisles with the cabling for the lighting, and then that was closed. So we tried to get into Edin, which was a church built, Notre Dame, Church of Église de Notre Dame de Edin. It was built in 1587, and they've got LED lighting in there. Unusually for a French church, as far as I've seen, it was suspended from the vault, and they were LED. And I think they've been done recently. They drilled through the vault to allow the cables through. Anyway, I'm not sure you'd get away with that in Britain. Generally, they have a good system in French churches where they light them from below with like candelabra stands with dozens of lamps on the stands, and it lights the nave at sort of human level, but not the actual vault. The lights that got in Edin were like high bay lights that suspended sort of halfway down at the triforium level, so they didn't light the vault up. And they were quite powerful, good lights. But I had noticed they drilled through the vault, which is a big no-no really, structurally as well as everything else. It wouldn't be allowed in Britain. We tend to have holes anyway in the bosses. This had gone through the actual skin of the vault as opposed to the boss, or the I don't know what they're called, the girder. And then what we had in our church back in England is drilled through from the nave, just below the triforium level, sort of where the nave arches are, into the aisle, and drilled through and put the cables in the aisle, and then they came out onto rails along the triforium, just under the clerestory. It's a fair height, you're looking at 40 foot or something above floor level there. And then the other thing is they had radiant heaters, far infrared, which were installed at Edin, and Bruges they use gas radiant heating, which is far more efficient than what we have in English cathedrals and churches where they have a couple of boilers and sort of centrally heated radiators and so on. So I thought that was quite interesting, especially the way they've just drilled through the skin of the vault there. But it's unfortunately I couldn't show it because I couldn't get into the church. Standing just under the derricks for the lifeboats, or davits as they're called, and I've got an overwhelming stench of grease off the cables that operate the davits. And this is one of the reasons I hate ships, because it doesn't matter what It is. Nothing is sacred from the elements. And it all changes shape unless it's doused in grease. It changes shape, either because it corrodes away due to rust, or because of layers and layers of paint. And all the cables here, pretty well all of them, not these ones, but the sheathing is cracked and stiffened by the elements. Nothing is sacred. Even the no volt release switch here has had to have tape with grease wrapped around the gasket. The derrick motor here, because you can't get to paint it, some of the cooling fins have just snapped off because of the rust, and the rest of it's so painted up you couldn't get into that junction box. And wherever rust begins, I mean, it absolutely massacres what's left unless it's immediately chipped and painted. So all along these deck edges here, where you've got those sharp edges, there's no way, the paint's always going to get knocked off there. There's nothing you can do about it, really. On expensive yachts, they sometimes try and put stainless steel tow rails on it. You get different metal problems then with the galvanic corrosion caused by the differential between the two metals. So there's no real answer to it. That's why ships really have a lifespan of 20 to 30 years at most. And if it's used longer, then they end up full of concrete and lots of bodges. I mean, just look at this actuator here. I mean, it's just corroded away. Right, just going through Dover at the moment, and Mega headquarters will be coming up shortly. Mega. The home of Mega. Looks like the Death Star.